All right, Laker Nation. With the main wave of free agency over, the path to upgrading the roster now runs through the trade market. And a new blockbuster three-team proposal has emerged that would see the Lakers take one of the biggest gambles in the entire league. The team has, hypothetically, added DeAndre Ayton, but the search for elite defenders continues. This new proposal would bring in a player with Defensive Player of the Year potential, but also massive risk. Let's break down this wild three-team trade. Part 1. The trade proposal. First, the mechanics of the deal, as constructed by Sports Illustrated. It involves the Lakers, the Orlando Magic, and the Atlanta Hawks. Lakers receive C/F Jonathan Isaac from Orlando. Orlando Magic receive G. Gabe Vincent from L.A., G/F Dalton Connect from L.A., multiple second-round picks from Atlanta, an unprotected 2031 first-round pick swap from L.A. Atlanta Hawks receive F. Caleb Houston from Orlando. The Hawks are mostly facilitating the deal here. The key takeaway for the Lakers: they will be sending out 2 rotation players, Vincent, Connect, and a very valuable future asset, the 2031 pick swap, for 1 player. Part 2, the upside, the defensive monster. So, why would the Lakers even consider this? The answer is Jonathan Isaac's defensive ceiling, a true game changer. When healthy, Isaac is one of the most versatile and impactful defenders in the entire NBA. He is a former number 6 overall pick for a reason. The perfect fit. At 6 feet 10 inches with incredible length and agility, he can legitimately guard all 5 positions. He can switch onto guards on the perimeter and also protect the rim as a primary or help defender. The vision. Imagine a defensive front court of Anthony Davis, DeAndre Ayton, and Jonathan Isaac. It would be an absolute nightmare for opposing offenses and provide the ultimate defensive safety net for a backcourt of Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. If he's healthy, he is the kind of player who can single-handedly elevate a team's entire defense. Part 3. The $59 million gamble, the massive risks. Now for the other side of the coin, and the risks are enormous. The injury history. This is the biggest red flag. Isaac has struggled with major injuries his entire career, including missing 2 full seasons from 2020 to 2022. The Lakers will be betting on a player who has rarely been available. The contract. This isn't a cheap flyer. The Lakers will be taking on the remainder of Isaac's 4-year, $59 million contract. That's a huge financial commitment for such an injury-prone player. The offensive regression. Last season, Isaac's offense fell off a cliff. He shot a career-worst 25.8% from three-point range and, according to the report, looked unplayable at times due to his offensive struggles. Part 4. Isaac's explanation, a glimmer of hope? Interestingly, Isaac himself has an explanation for his struggles last season. He admitted that his decision to bulk up and add 30 pounds of muscle was a mistake that hurt his game. He said in May, "I regret that decision, but it is what it is. I'm taking into the summer to just focus on my game, focus on really getting in shape, slimming down, and getting back to where I was before." This self-awareness is a positive sign. It suggests his poor play wasn't a permanent decline, but a correctable error. The Lakers will be betting that a slimmed-down Isaac could return to his elite defensive form. The verdict: this is the ultimate boom or bust trade. The Lakers will be trading away solid pieces and a valuable, unprotected future pick swap for a player who could either be a defensive superstar or a $59 million player who can't stay on the court. What do you think, Laker Nation? Is Jonathan Isaac's defensive ceiling worth this massive risk? Is giving up an unprotected 2031 pick swap too high a price? Should the Lakers roll the dice on this trade? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The phones in the Los Angeles Lakers front office are ringing, and it's not about role players. Following a cryptic statement from agent Rich Paul, multiple teams have reportedly reached out to the Lakers to ask the ultimate question: is LeBron James available? This all started when Rich Paul released a statement that walked a fine line between loyalty and leverage. LeBron knows the Lakers are building for the future, and he also wants to compete for championships. Paul said, "We understand the difficulty of winning now while preparing for the future. We want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage of his life and career. He wants to enjoy every season he has left, and the Lakers understand that, support that, and want what's best for him. That language, particularly the part about evaluating what's best for LeBron, was all rival executives needed to hear. According to a report from ESPN insiders Tim Bontemps and Brian Windhorst, the calls started coming in. There have been some inquiries from wary teams. Sources said, just to gauge if this was something or nothing. The insiders wrote, for now, there is no action, but it is certainly being monitored. Now, let's be clear. This does not mean the Lakers are shopping LeBron or that he wants out. In fact, reports suggest James is not interested in leaving Los Angeles. The most critical factor in all of this is that LeBron has a no-trade clause. He cannot be moved unless he explicitly approves the deal. He controls his own destiny. Still, the fact that teams are even making the call shows how the league is interpreting the situation. LeBron wants to win another championship before he retires, and the clock is ticking. While the Lakers were the number 3 seed in the West last season and hope to be even better with a full year of Luka Doncic, rival teams see a potential opening. If the unthinkable were to happen and James decided he wanted to trade to a more immediate title favorite, the list of suitors would be a who's who of contenders. Teams like New York, Golden State, and even Boston would likely be at the front of the line. And make no mistake, even at 41 years old, LeBron is an elite asset. Last season, he averaged an incredible 24.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 8.2 assists. So what do you make of this? Is this just rival GMs doing their due diligence after a strange statement? Or is this the first tremor of a potential earthquake that could shake up the entire league? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.